Cheers, legends. Sammy from Short and Stout Beer Reviews. Have you missed me? I've been away for a week. I'm back. So, we're going to do a new brewery to me tonight. They're called Project Brewing. They're out of Rowville, which is like northeast Melbourne. Yeah, I know nothing about them. Like, I think they have been going for a little while, but yeah, just I've never come across their stuff. I've seen it in one of my favourite bottle shops, so I've got 2 beers from them. Cheers, Daniel. Good to see you, mate. It's a West Coast IPA at 6.7%. It's called Best Friends, and it's in the big 500ml tinny. And then the other one I've got from them is called Pigeon Ain't Easy, and it's a red IPA at 6.8%. So yeah, lately when it comes to new breweries, because like I'm a huge hop head, prefer sort of like bitterness, pine, dankness, that sort of thing. I'll tend to go more for their West Coast or something like this that's probably going to be quite malty and hoppy. And yeah, it'll be interesting to see how it goes. Then yeah, if I enjoy them, then I'll go back and try like a hazy or something else from them. But yeah, cheers, T-Dog. Good to see you, brother. So yeah, I thought I'll do 2 beers in the one review. Would have been good if I had a couple more. I could have done like their 4 together, but we'll see how it goes. Cheers, Short Straw. Good to see you, mate. I watched your video today. It was good. So yeah, one 6.5, the other 6.8. And yeah, apologies for being away for the week, but I'm back and I've got plenty of good beer in the fridge for the weekend. I'm going to go out of a Pirate Life glass. They've actually got their, I think it's, I don't know what birthday it is, but it might be their 10th birthday celebrations over in Adelaide this weekend. They've got like Millen, Colin, Pennywise, 28 Days, Area 7, like all these awesome punk rock bands playing. I'd love to be over there, but yeah, unfortunately I'm not. But yeah, I just thought I'll go that glass because it fits an occasion for the weekend. Cheers, Susie. Good to see you, mate. Let's go through the comments. It's good to be back. I did a short this like earlier today of the dogs drinking dog beer. It was pretty funny. Good to see you all. So yeah, I haven't really drank this week. I've only had like a couple, so I'll start off with the West Coast IPA just because it's slightly lighter in ABV. Hopefully everyone's having a decent week. I'll tell you what, it looks the part. Looks pretty good. And yeah, cool name, cool artwork. It's got all the little cartoon characters as little friends. Cheers, Adam. Good to see you, brother. Yeah, not far off. Oh, I'm hopefully on 2 weeks holiday now. Hopefully it's approved. So yeah, it'll be good. Yeah, still same old shit, mate. But I wasn't there this week, so we'll see how it goes when I go back. Yep. And the watch hours are pretty good too, obviously, because I go live all the time. So when I first poured it, it had like probably a 1 to 2 finger head. Yeah, quite clean and clear. Color, I would say like a sort of like a dark straw. light carbonation, bit of a dirty glass. Apologies for that. I would say medium body. Let's give it a whiff. Just seen the first hop on this one. Yeah, I got no idea what the hops are, but I think I know what they are. One of them anyway, just from that expression. It actually smells quite boozy. It's like a bready malt, but I would say there's like slight sort of caramel there. You're getting like, I feel like it's sort of tropical and citrus fruit, like pineapple, passion fruit, grapefruit, and orange. And yeah, like a touch of pine. But yeah, it's like I'll get like a bit of booze on it, so I'm a bit concerned about that. Yeah, slightly grassy. It's more of like a dry pine. It's not really dank or resinous. Cheers, Turtle Man. Good to see you, brother. Oh, cool, dude. What brewery is it you're drinking? I'll see you and TJ are catching up. Is it tomorrow? That'll be good. Tim Tams over in the UK. Good boy. Let's go in anyway. I'm thirsty. Cheers, guys. Ooh, it's actually quite resinous on the palate. There's more pine than I sort of expected. It's lacking that. It's sort of lacking that like body and like stickiness that I like with the West Coast. You sort of get that feel like sometimes with a new brewery, they haven't quite perfected their sort of their carbonation or their water profile or something like that. That's sort of what I'm getting. The hop character's good though. Like I'm getting that like touch of apricot as well. It's got that sort of jammy marmalade thing going on. Yeah, it's definitely got that little bit of booze though. That's like sort of a slightly off-putting note. Bolter, yeah, they're always solid. One thing with Bolter, dude, when you go to like festivals or you go to their tap rooms up in Queensland, they have all these awesome beers that you can't normally get in the shops. And like when you have them, they're probably like one of the best breweries in Australia. But you can't get them in like cans and stuff. It's real annoying. Like the head brewer at Bolter, Scott, really good bloke. I've been on the beers with him before. I would say out of all the head brewers in Australia, he'd be like top five. Like he's really, really good. I've got a feeling he might be going somewhere else. Because yeah, they were alone. That was started up by the surfers like Mick Fanning and Parky and a few of those boys. They started that brewery up, sort of with the intention to make profit and then sell it off. And yeah, it ended up getting bought by like one of the big conglomerates. And like their beers are still good quality. Well, they're a bit like Pirate Life. Their beers are still really good quality, but it's just not like not like privately or independent owned like it used to be. Yep, that'd be cool. Mexican Yorkshireman. Who's that? I don't even know who that is. I'm trying to think. So, Adam, you were saying this has Idaho 7. What other hops are in it? And one thing that was a bit of a concern too with these beers, like relatively new brewery, don't think they have any hype because I haven't really heard of them. But their price point was like very similar to like some of the hyped breweries, and I was like, ooh, I'm taking a big risk here. Ah, Hugh. Yeah. Yeah, I actually don't know Hugh very well. Um, but yeah, I keep forgetting about him because he's always like in different countries and stuff. Wasn't he in Poland for years and then he went to like, was it South America? Idaho 7 Mosaic Strata. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're probably getting a little touch of like berry, but yeah, it just doesn't really pop. Doesn't sort of stand out. Just, hmm. I'll pour a little more, shall I? Got to remember to take a photo of these bad boys. Oh, so yeah, that's why you call him Mexican because he's yeah. I didn't realize he'd been in Mexico. Yeah, I know him and Harry have like hung out heaps. I'd still say the body's medium, but yeah, it just sort of lacks that. It lacks that fizz, like that carbonation, and there's just something else missing, like a good West Coast with that sort of sticky caramel sort of body, like sweet malt. This one, it's not very sweet, but it's also not very dry. It's sort of hard to describe. But yeah, let's hope the red IPA is a better one. I mean, it's hard to say sometimes because it could just be a beer that's not that flash, or it could be. I definitely don't think they're old because they've just been advertised like on Instagram and stuff recently. But yeah, it's just I don't know. It's just it doesn't pop in any way, and it just comes across a bit lackluster. And the sort of the body and the booziness is a bit of a concern. It doesn't taste like it's off or anything, but it just doesn't. Yeah, it's sort of like it's just the quality is lacking. I mean, I have been very spoilt for choice lately. So yeah, I did a Brew Host Brewing review with Beer Man yesterday. So on his channel, Beer Man's from Portland, Oregon. Me and him get on real well, and yeah, that was the first time we actually did a review together. So that was cool. We did the Populous beer, and I think that's the one you said you had, Adam, because I mentioned you in the review. So yeah, we did that together, and then we're going to do a West Coast together next week. So yeah, the West Coast will be on my channel. But yeah, it's so awesome when you got the same beer as someone on the other side of the world and you share it together. It's one thing I really enjoy about doing beer reviews on YouTube. Percentage on this one, dude, was 6.7. And then the next one, the red IPA, is 6.8, which I will crack very shortly. But yeah, as far as this beer goes, like I certainly wouldn't be the sort of thing I'd buy again, especially for how much it cost. So yeah, interesting. Let's go this bad boy. Bit of a weird name, that one. But yeah, hopefully it's like piney, resinous, dank, but like big caramel toffee body. So yeah, 6.8 red IPA. The good thing is I have a heap of American craft in the fridge that I know is going to be awesome. So I was thinking of having a couple of macro beers after this and then doing an American review maybe in another hour or two. Possibly a Treehouse or a North Park, something like that. Ooh, it's nice and red. I like the look of it. See, that looks outstanding. Let's hope the aroma and the palate live up to the appearance. And my dog is snoring behind me, so apologies if you can hear him. He's had a big day running around the backyard. Cheers, Brett. Good to see you, mate. Yeah, it's amazing that you're all of a sudden getting big drops of them. And you're even getting them in stores. Like, that's weird. There must be someone over there with like contact. Okay, let's go a whiff of this one. I like it. I like the smell. The smell's a lot better than the first one. It's got that big caramel, sticky toffee, biscuity smell. The pine's a bit more prominent. Yeah, it's like a sweeter malt. I'm not getting that booze smell, so that's good. I love a good red IPA. I know Mersey Beers does as well. There's a couple of good West Coasts coming out by Mountain Culture at the moment, dude. So I might put one or two of them away. And there's also a big multi number by Pirate Life that I know is fucking unreal. Their birthday celebrations this weekend. So I'm going to buy a 4-pack of that multi boy. It's a triple IPA, but real malt forward. It's called Loose Lips Sink Ships. So yeah, I'm going to put one of them away for you as well because I reckon it'd be a beer you'd like. It's sort of good because it's getting closer to the time you're over here. I can start putting hop forward stuff away. I've still got to get you a ramjet though. I've got you a fat Santa. I was going to get you a stout from somewhere else. I can't remember what it was. Need to get you some red IPAs. Oh yeah. Yep. Yeah. You had a few. You did a few beer reviews, didn't you? Like you had a few different ones. Cool. That'd be good. Did you end up getting the other putty? And like, if so, have you tried? Have you tried both the putties now? Rye and red just works. It just goes so well together. Yeah, we'll have to work out dates, dude, because as I said, I'm considering maybe going to a concert in Sydney, and that's around the time when you arrive in Australia. So yeah, cool. Yeah, yeah, I'm definitely keen on the both of them. I might even do like a side by side. Okay, let's taste this bad boy. Well, I better give some notes first, but yeah, as far as the base goes, yeah, very like caramel, like sweet caramel, sticky toffee, like biscuity. It's like, yeah, maybe like grapefruit. I get sort of like a maybe like a dried fruit sort of thing, like your dried apricot, maybe like some raisin. But yeah, the pine's there, and yeah, it smells like more resinous than the last one, like slightly earthy. Cheers, boys and girls. Let's turn the logo around so you can't see it. Yeah, definitely a better beer, this one. So yeah, it just sort of makes me wonder if maybe the quality of that West Coast, whether it's just not that great of a beer, or I don't know, it could have been a slightly dodgy can. This just tastes like more punchy. That sweet malt, so good. You're even getting like a slight touch of like almost like dark fruit. There's definitely apricot there, grapefruit. It's got like a slight touch of dankness, maybe even some berry. I wouldn't be surprised if it's got like mosaic or strata in it. It's probably got a similar like hop bill to the last beer. Yeah. It's cool, dude. Like a lot of people will just like know by body language or like just little facial features or like a slight expression. They'll know straight away if it's like a better beer or worse. It's like I don't even have to speak. We'll have to catch up one time, dude, when I'm in Melbourne. It'd be cool. It'd be unreal if we did like a big TJ like catch up. I just reckon there'd be so many good people in the community. Oh, that lingering. You get this like lingering malt sweetness, but also like the hop bitterness, and like the balance is just like this beer's like yeah, pretty good. Yeah, you'd like this one, Adam. If this was rye, it'd be so good just to have that extra like oomph to it, bit of spice on the finish. I love with rye when you get that sort of like minty, like it's sort of like a minty, woodsy sort of character. And like black pepper. I need to try more like rye whiskies. I'm gonna pour some more of this bad boy. So yeah, as I said, probably a hyped American beer. I'll do as a review in probably about an hour and a half away. Just when some of the Americans start getting out of bed. I try and time it so yeah, if it's like obviously it's yeah, Aussie time, it's like Friday night, but if I do like some hyped American beer, I want it so at least there's a couple of Americans in the chat watching. See, at the moment we've got yeah, UK and Australia. It's too early in the States. It's only like 4 a.m. I think. Yeah, that like it's got that nice like balance of sweetness and bitterness. Little touch of dankness. I just think it's like a well-rounded beer. This one. I'm curious to know what hops are in it now. I won't do a. Oh, I could do a cuvee with the two. I don't think it'll be worth it though. So a cuvee, for those that aren't familiar with the term, it's like yeah, quite often when I'll do like a beer review and I do more than one beer, at the end you'll like mix the beers together and see what it tastes like. Yeah, bro. I've done like a bit of home brewing. I actually really enjoyed it, but yeah, I didn't have the equipment I really needed to like do what I wanted to do. And then yeah, I moved to another like town and another place and I just didn't really have the setup for it. Something I want to get back into. I've definitely got like the knowledge and the passion for it. So and now like being part of this community that like probably 30% of the blokes in it are home brewers as well. So yeah. One of the guys in America, the one that I did the review with yesterday, his beers are meant to be like phenomenal. Like if he had the money behind him, he'd be good enough to like yeah, like do some really, really good shit. So has anyone got anything exciting on for the weekend? I think I'm going to go to Melbourne. If this 2 weeks off gets approved, I've got a gig in Melbourne the second week. That's Kasabian at the Forum. So I'll be in Melbourne for 2 days then. That'll be about, yeah, it's probably about like 10 days from now. But yeah, I'm thinking of going maybe Sunday or Monday. Might go to a couple of breweries and maybe even do some shopping. I want to check out that. Like when TJ and a few other people I've seen on YouTube have gone to Springvale, I just want to go there and try the food and have a look at the sights and that. And I don't know, it would make me feel like I'm in like Southeast Asia again. It's just got a cool vibe to it. And there's a couple of breweries over that side of Melbourne that I really want to go to again. So like I'd make like a full day of it, maybe even stay over there the night. But yeah, that's me. It's easily this beer compared to the other one. It's not even close. And yeah, as far as styles go, like normally I'd have them both on a par. I love West Coast and red IPAs like equally. So yeah, either that beer just wasn't very good, the Westie, or they need to up their game when it comes to that style. I didn't realise they've got a on the side they've got like an activity pairing and a song pairing. The activity pairing for this one is, I think it says pecking breadcrumbs and bits of crust off off the ground. What? Song pairing Ice Cube down for whatever. And then on the other one it's got the West Coast activity pairing sharing a sharing a Denzel with your best friends and absolutely souring each other. Song pairing Tenacious D friendship. Cool. There's a lot of like sort of metal inspired breweries out there, and it's cool when you see like their demonic can artwork and they'll have like a song pairing and it'll be something like really heavy. But yeah, I'm not going to bother with the cuvee. I'll wrap it up. I would probably say, I reckon the West Coast, I'll give it a 4 out of 5. That's probably being generous. It, yeah, just something about it. It was a bit boozy. The body wasn't right. Yeah, like the hop notes and that, like it was somewhat decent, but yeah, just it wasn't punchy. There's nothing really stood out. It was a bit lackluster. And then this bad boy, the red IPA, I'd probably go about a 4.3 out of 5. I mean, it seems dodgy, like 4.3 as opposed to 4. Like, this is a way better beer, but I'm quite generous when it comes to beers. I don't like slagging them off too much. So yeah, this was really good. Decent red IPA, had all the characters I like. Yeah, the only sort of maybe a bit more of like fuller body would have elevated a bit more. But yeah, I felt the hop notes, the caramel toffee biscuity like base was really good, and yeah, really well rounded and balanced. Had a good amount of like bitterness as well. So yeah, so that's Project Brewing. We'll have to try one of their hazies, maybe a lager if they do them as well. So yeah, I'll have to visit them. Like if they're out in the suburbs. I've done most Melbourne breweries, like just through my travels. So yeah, it'd be cool to go out there and have a look. But yeah, wrapping it up. Thanks everyone for chiming in. It's good to be back. I've been away for a little while, so yeah, look out for a possible another review in about an hour or two. I'm going to do some hyped American stuff. I think just the one beer, but something very very tasty. So cheers, guys, and we'll see you again soon.